All right, we have Dr. Mark Burton joining us again. In the first hour of the show of ARC Salt Lake, we were talking about how you can help veterans dealing with emotional adjustments as they come home, PTSD, reintegrating with the family, things like that. Also, how people can overcome family obstacles together. So we did get a couple of questions. Our first one is, how can I help my vet when he doesn't want help?
Well, that is a tough situation because you can't force someone into therapy, certainly, or getting help. And so I think remaining positive is always important. Now, this is going to be, might seem strange to some people, but what we found is movement of any kind really help. Like if you're stuck, then not moving, it's really symbolic. And so if you can get them out walking, get them doing something, exercising is good. But even if they, because often if the vet is struggling, they're probably isolating a little bit. And so if you can get them out doing something physical, that tends to be really, really helpful.
Because once they're stuck,
because
they're
just
get more stuck.
Yeah, because they're really moving forward in a symbolic way. And so we found it's very, very helpful to do that.
So maybe you just say, hey, go on a walk
Let's go on a walk.
Let's
go on a walk. Let's get, or, if you're, maybe you're skiers, we're coming up on ski season, let's go skiing together, or let's go riding, let's get on the bikes and go riding, because often people who are stuck and not wanting help aren't doing those things. That's especially true for depression. That's one of the common symptoms of depression is you don't want to be active. And I understand that. It's just if you can get them to be active, then that's really, really helpful.
And it doesn't have to be, let's go to a party.
No.
It's just,
No.
the two of us, let's go do something.
Yeah, let's go do something.
You can even say, it's for me. Come on a walk with me. I need to get out of this house. Something like that, and maybe they'll...
I was thinking of that for the therapy, too. I mean, what if the spouse needs, or the partner needs help?
Oh, I think,
and for the relationship, can you say, hey, I really need this, and I want you to come with me?
I think that's a really great idea. Statistically, it's going to be a male who's going to be the veteran, usually. And so males are much more reluctant to seek help and go to therapy, but they will often come with a little push from their spouse. And I think there's this fear around it, like they'll get sucked into the black hole of therapy and never get out of it again. And so sometimes what I suggest is that they say, well, let's just go to 5 sessions. Just commit to 5 sessions. So, they can often say, okay, I can do 5 sessions. But when they get there, then they realize it's not that bad. It's fine. It's not that, they have these fears built up that it's going to be terrible. And
they'll be laying on a couch, telling all their problems, and it's not really that way.
It's not that. And I think a lot of it is, thinking, well, I'm going to have to go way deep into my childhood. And a lot of people don't like to do that. And my perspective is that sometimes you need to do that, but really it's about behavior. It's about how you treat each other. And so if you're focusing, and this goes back to what you said, if the spouse says, well, this behavior is hard for me, I'd like to get some help for it. And so if you make it, this is what I'd like to do, could you help me do that? And so I think getting some movement, staying positive, getting out together, not, as you said, Mary, not necessarily going to a party. But doing things together.
We did have another question. How can I help my kids when their parent is going through therapy?
So that's a very good question. A lot of parents don't know how to talk to their kids about it, but I think you can, most kids go to a pediatrician. They're going to a doctor for health issues. So they understand the concept of going to someone else to get some help. And so if you talk about it and try and normalize this idea that sometimes we need help with either our behaviors or our feelings or our emotions, and that this person that their parent is going to, or if both of them are going, we're going to get some help so that
we're just going to the doctor.
So that we can be happier, typically, because kids will be able to understand that part. We want to be happier, we want to change some of these things, we need some help. And so you just say it's just like going to your pediatrician.
Yeah, I mean, if you broke an arm, you would go get it fixed.
You'd go get it fixed.
If you've got some mental issues, you can go get your brain fixed too. So there you go. That's a great way.
Right, and I like to phrase it more. terms of emotional
Emotions,
issues.
okay.
You're
We're not fixing the brain.
Okay.
Fine.
Now, we want to recap a little bit of what we talked about at the beginning.
Yes.
When we first went through this, a lot of veterans, when they come home, they start to suffer from anxiety or depression, and they might need
Nightmares.
help.
Marital issues, family
Yeah.
issues, parenting issues, substance abuse, and then there's PTSD. And I don't want to, diminish the importance of PTSD because it's very serious,
Yeah.
but it's not the most common issue that veterans deal with. And so the trick is, if you want to get help, how do you find the appropriate person, which is always the case going into therapy? How do you find someone who's a good fit for
Yeah.
you? And so with the issues like PTSD and substance abuse, I really think you need someone who's been trained and specializes in those particular areas. Often they're the same, but they don't need to be. And so places to go, the Utah Psychological Association is a good resource, and also Psychology Today is a good resource.
These are websites you can go to.
The websites,
Yeah.
yeah. But then also, probably the first stop ought to be the Veterans Administration.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, sometimes veterans don't necessarily want to get help there. But the Veterans Administration does have a very good program for PTSD and for counseling and for group work. So
And I
that,
would think they
so
would
I-
know so
Right.
much about what everyone's going through.
Right.
They deal with it every day.
Yeah.
Right. And those therapists, I was going to mention this, those therapists who are out in private practice most often have been trained in the VA facilities because we have to do an internship for our licensure. And the VA hospitals all across the country are training therapists who don't necessarily stay with them. They go out into the community.
But they would have
But
trained
they-
with PTSD.
They
and
will have
things
had
like that.
that. So I don't, again, I don't want to diminish the importance of the VA because I think that probably ought to be your
Great,
first stop.
And it's
great
free.
starting point.
And,
Yeah.
but again, if you don't want to seek services there are other options in the community.
Yeah.
Okay. Main
I like
point
that.
is
Don't
ask
sit still.
Yes.
Just do something.
Do
And
something
Do
about
something.
it.
Yeah.
and ask for help.
It's not that scary.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Veterans, a lot of men think it's really scary. It's not.
You're not very scary.
No, well, I hope not.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay, thank you so much,
you.
Dr.
Welcome.
Burton. We love when you come in. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks and
Yep.
we'll have a different topic to discuss.